Immersion Field Trip to Hong Kong and Shanghai give early career students the opportunity to spend 1 week in 2 fascinating cities in China, immersing themselves into the cultural experiences of the East and seeing the financial hub of Hong Kong as well as the entrepreneurial hub of Shanghai.
The Global Immersion Field Trip to Shanghai, it was an amazing experience where we visited the university, attended 4 lectures there, followed by back-to-back visits to different companies.
The industries that we were able to sort of get a glimpse of in Shanghai included the automotive industry, the media industry, the tech industry, the retail industry. So we really had quite a breadth that we were able to benefit from throughout the week.
Global Immersion Field Trip in general has been an amazing experience. I'd say in particular the combination of different companies, so the business perspective and the academic perspective in a kind of combination were actually what made this trip so special.
What was very fascinating about the trip was also the fact how the lectures in the morning were even linked to the company visits.
The visit at Metro Group's headquarters in Shanghai was quite special and quite impressive. They gave us a very intense and impressive view and insight into how business and retail is done in China.
And the thing that really struck me was the fact that they hadn't actually done that well when they went to China initially. They had to reconsider what their strategy was, and often in some ways actually the consumers evolved in a way that complemented their product offering.
When you actually go to these companies and meet with these executives and you get a chance to discuss that and see how practically it's happening in real life, that's a key learning experience.
It was also interesting to see how Chinese perspectives on certain political and economic issues may differ. So that was very interesting and added to that cultural exchange and cultural experience.
It was anything but a snail's pace, and to see how businesses were quickly kind of trying to be flexible enough to keep up was seeing what we learn in class done in reality.
The best part about the gift was understanding the local culture and the practices in China and getting the practical experience of that.
It gives us I'd say, real-life experience of how culture affects business, which is different atmosphere and a different learning when you're actually in China.
What I've gained in terms of global perspective from my trip to Shanghai has been really kind of the understanding that just because you're open to the world, it doesn't mean that the fabric of your city, of your country necessarily fundamentally changes in every way.
It just made sense now for us to introduce Hong Kong as well as part of this field trip. With the launch of the Masters in Financial Analysis, we thought it was about time to give a finance aspect to this experience and for students to be able to contrast the London hub, the London Finance Centre, with another global finance centre such as Hong Kong.
People in China are really into their food. I'm really into food, so this was a very good match.
So we tried to capture as much as possible of the, I'd say, very vibrant environment in Shanghai. So it's a very fast-paced city. Just seeing how rapidly the city is evolving and is growing was an amazing and very impressive experience.
So I got to know some of my peers really well, and peers that I hadn't maybe encountered before because we weren't in the same stream.
1 week you're spending with everyone in the MIM program in a different atmosphere, that was really, really nice, and that added to the entire experience as well.
It intensified ties to my fellow students, also to people who are doing business in China, to academics. And so all in all, I think this trip enhanced my network and gave me more opportunities to pursue a career in an international environment.